The new Vision Pro is simply going to ruin your lives financially, socially, and mentally. And here's why. So this Vision Pro cost around 3,500 USD.
That's all?
Before taxes.
That's a lot of money. If I had that much dough in my hand, I would have bought an iPhone, an iPad, MacBook, a giant TV, and still have some change to buy some Feastables and then file for bankruptcy later.
Mr. Beast, please, I'm broke.
Having said that, we as humans simply love sharing, whether it's sharing love, food, gadgets, or even... And speaking of gadgets, I bought this new TV and I was so excited to show it to my friends. So I asked my friends to come over and watch Green Lantern with me. Why should I suffer alone, right? I even remember when I bought my first iPhone, I went around flaunting my iPhone to all my Nokia fanboys. Instead of having a positive reaction, they just laughed at my 2 megapixel camera. Who is laughing now, Jerry? It's me. But with this Vision Pro, there is zero shared experience. If I want to watch a movie with my girl, I need to buy 2 of these. $3,500 multiplied by 2.
That's all?
Before taxes.
Who am I, Andrew Tate? With that money, we can buy a 8K TV with Dolby Atmos speakers and still have change for popcorn. By the way, Apple hates the term VR headset. Instead, they like to call it a spatial computer. So this VR headset have a huge problem, and that is it will isolate you from the rest of the world around. Yes, of course, it can teleport you to the sandy beaches of Bahamas or to the northern lights of Norway. You will be there for sure, but you will be there all alone. We as humans are a social being. We love to share and love being shared too. We can't exist like hermit or live an isolated life like a sociopath. That's Ted Bundy's job, not ours. And this headset creates a barrier to those shared experiences. Apple in their introductory video showed off a father wearing this VR headset to his child's birthday party. It really looks lame and quite frankly stupid as hell. If I was that child, I would be worried about my father's mental health. Dad, please put this cake down and let's go find a therapist for you. And speaking of mental health, this headset will make things worse. Remember when smartphone was first released and everyone was so much glued in making friends in social media that they forgot how to make friends in real life? Oh, it still happens?
Wow.
Compare that to a VR headset. This thing is on steroids. The visual and auditory experience is so immersive that you will be sucked into it. Inside the Vision Pro, you can live a totally different life compared to the real one. You are the master and you can choose what you want to watch when you want to watch. And apps and sites will take advantage of this and churn out 3D content, fulfilling all your fantasies and desire. And the best part is, you will be in control of this virtual reality. You can turn it on and turn it off, or even restart. But the problem is, real world is not like this. There are no restart buttons. Imagine what will happen to our psyche when the virtual world and the real world collides. Now, before this video turns into an episode of Dark Mirror, let me just pause for a moment. Imagine the perfect world. This gadget is meant to change our lives for the better forever. No more world hunger, and where Will and Chris are best friends. And then I mentioned that this device will use Siri for voice commands. The same Siri whose vocabulary is worse than my toddler.
Come on, honey. Say it again.
Blah, blah, blah.
But then the silver lining is, Apple wants us to believe that this is a VR headset, and this VR headset is good for one thing and one thing only: watching movies. Maybe this is the new Apple TV everyone was talking about in 2010. Who knew?